You bet, yeah.
So if you just take it,
Yeah.
like take them all out, then you've opened up your stream bank to be vulnerable to erosion.
Is there an idea of, like, say you're talking about the area along the trail and more along the watershed, I guess. If you really were going to take one out, what are the ideal replacements for that? And are those available to where you could make that one fell swoop? You're going to take out this big bush, but you're going to put this other one in there and do it right to make sure it stays. I mean, is there a plan or a best practice towards what should go in that spot in that type of area?
Yes, I got this with Courtney because I've had it happen much time. Yes, it's a case-by-case scenario. Like you said, if you got a bunch of them in your bank, you don't want to take them all out on the same day. Depending on the health of your bank, you might not want to take them out at all. There's some times of the year that are better to do it than others. The technique for removal sort of depends on the root system and how they make their seeds. It's actually best to take some of them out in the fall and touch them with a little bit of pesticide to kill the plant that's invasive, because otherwise it'll just sprout up. Then you'll have a lot more of it. And so it's something that you need to be thoughtful about, and you really need a plan developed. But there are people, that can come out and assist with that. So something really to be thoughtful about. You definitely, some things you can just cut the seed head for long enough, it'll go away. But sometimes you got to get it by the root. If you don't get it all, it'll come back.
I'm thinking mostly of Japanese honeysuckle where it's just everywhere. And I don't know, Allison, if there's a way to, from a city standpoint, just to kind of try to get a hold of it and just take one little area and start there and just work out from there and just see if the impact could maintain and go.
We have tried that in a few places, and I think the conversation is maybe because you do have to focus on it and stay on top of it. It's not a one-time deal. You have to go back year after year after year to make sure that you've got that. And we've really engaged all of our volunteers in the past to help us do that, because staff really can't get out and do it. But we have had focused efforts actually on Frisco Trail between Center and Prairie, I think it is streets. The Urban Forestry Advisory Board had a work demo day out there to show people how to remove them, what was to be planted back into place. And so, yeah, those plants are available, and John mentioned it is a case by case. It depends on the site. If it's got, sun or shade, or if it's steep slope or not. But we are aware of it, and we are trying to work on it. But it's an annual effort. It's monumental.
It's not an easy thing to do. I'm in year 4, I think, of the Great Bush Honeysuckle Murder Project.
Well, while you have Allison here, maybe Allison can tell us what's the projected time for the Kessler plan and the what you would call it, the regional park, the south and eastern edge of that property.
As far as anything happening on the conservation area on Kessler, there's really not a projected plan for that at this point.
But the
regional park will develop, and it will probably start by the end of the year.
Okay. So I noticed the other day they're still packing down the covering the landfill. Will the trail through there start right after that, and when that's finished? Or the trailhead to go to Kessler?
There's a temporary parking lot going now. Along those coming, and that eventually will be relocated. But ADQ has another phase of that landfill to cap before that's going to happen. So they're just working on the first phase right now.
Well, the insider information, because I go to the park board meetings sometimes and listen to it on government channel every month, is the plan that's being paid for the regional park about to be available to share with the public? Will it be going to the board pretty soon?
The master plan for the park? It's actually already on the website.
It's on the website, the finished version? Okay.
Yeah, the master plan.
So that's on the, under the Park Department's portion of,
Yes, we have a link on our website. It's not the easiest to navigate, but there's a link on our parks page on the left-hand side for regional parks, so you can get a page there.
Thanks. Little tidbits of information. And I wanted to show this map again and just ask you all, I know some of you we've done site visits for already, interacted with, and others of you, this is kind of our first time to engage you and to interact with you, and so I just want to open this up that if you would like to see your property shaded in green on here, and it's not already, if you want to participate in our program, there are opportunities to do that, and opportunities to have some of these conservation actions take place on your property. And so, if that's something you're interested in, please contact us, and we can set up a site visit with you. These are photos from some of our site visits so far. You can tell who is the photographer in this case here. John's in every one of these pictures. But we want to help you implement best management practices. If you have issues or areas of concern on your property on the river, for us to see what that is and be able to go from there and help get you resources and advise you on what can take place. So please contact us about that if you're interested. And I just want to give a shout out to our sponsors and partners here. Thanks to Tyson and the Walton Family Foundation, and then all of our partners, Watershed Conservation Resource Center, the Northwest Arkansas Land Trust, the Cooperative Extension, Washington County, the City of Fayetteville, Arkansas Game and Fish Stream Team, Washington County Conservation District, the Natural Resources Conservation Service, and the Farm Service Agency. And so all of these organizations have contributed to our program in some way or another as partners on this together. And we wouldn't be able to do this without them, so we really appreciate that. And here's my contact information, and feel free to come up and talk to one or both of us after the meeting. We still have information available at our table if you're interested in taking any of that home with you. And I just want to say thank you all again so much for coming out here and for your input and feedback. We really appreciate